We found this trunk at a flea market. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos.
Oh, look at this creepy picture again. The heck is that supposed to be?
When did we let this window get so gunked up? There didn't seem to be much reason to keep it clean. Just overgrown bushes outside, brambles and thistles. I should clean the cabin. As a surprise, perhaps. No, better wait until she gets back.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. There's something I have to tell you. I have been trying, and believe me, I've been trying so hard.
I almost have it. What was she trying to tell me? The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course.
Under here.
Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happened to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe? Did I let my work destroy my love? Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all this time. It all seems so meaningless now, drained of everything that made it worth reading in the first place. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. Without any activity, the corner feels cold and lifeless. I'd give anything to see her standing here again, making coffee or sandwiches. I made my own too, of course, but it just made me happy to see. All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, or simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday? This table has seen many happy times. The meals we shared, or when we just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked. I sure hope she comes back soon. We can sit down and discuss our problems, like we always did. We could always work things out. Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why? I might just as well stay here. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked.
Where's the key?
We found this trunk at a flea market, big enough for a lifetime of mementos. Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell reached the golden shores they trod.
It changed.
Another love story without a happy ending.
The words on it changed. I just noticed that. It took me a second, but the words are different.
Time works differently in the other world. She's gone, and even then I just keep reading. But it's always been my way of looking for answers, processing information. I can think of worse ways. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers.
Check the window again.
We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar. Everybody thinks that living out in the middle of a dark, dense forest is so romantic. Nothing but you and nature. Serena and I thought so too. Once. That is, until the loneliness kicked in. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync. Again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've... A radiant cover image on this one. Hardly much consolation.
Skin quest.
These girls look quite adventurous.
Doing more research, dear?
I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods. Something good left in this world. They still make covers like this. Erotic, not obscene. She's beautiful, but what's her obsession with dolphins? I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods.
Okay.
That's funny. I don't recall seeing this plant before. Not that it matters. She probably found this rare specimen during her walks and wanted to keep it. Does it mean anything that it's next to her Bible? Anyway, it's just some boring plant. Is it possible there were times I was dismissive of her beliefs without even realizing it? I don't think so, but memory can be so deceptive.
The music again. In horror games, it's bad when the music starts. You know something's going on.
It's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Oh, buddy.
I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me? I couldn't care less about this damn thing. How could I have been so blind? Her vanity, always fixing her hair before bed.
He's losing it.
Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? I can't even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. It was a sore point for me. My thoughts are all over the place. Get it together, damn it. Why torture myself trying to remember? She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when and then you toppled us on the snow.
Alright, so that hasn't changed. I can't click on the watch. I'm just checking random stuff right now.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
There we go.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about.
I think there is a body in this cabin.
Unless she was the one who left. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay, when he says that, I think we need to move on.
I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
Ooh, I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Oh, the...
Sit down, we need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
Look at the picture. Oh, her face changed.
She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited.
Oh, no.
Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat.
Dang.
She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times. Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started to mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. Oh, those words. Those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. I hate her so much.
Wow.
This armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
all of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. It's like looking into my own soul right now. Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination. It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Okay. Wow. I think the door changed a little bit now.
A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon, because I've had enough.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
It changed again.
Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right.
Spell thy love without fault to the Fae, or end thy life with feet of mortal clay.
Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niav's divine father, Mananan, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuahaja Danan. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Oh, here we go. No body.
The jewelry box. What is it doing here? It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
Oh.
I sit here on the...
Oops, sorry.
A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Still nothing in here. Now what?
It's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry, even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? Sunlight, birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside. There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. And I wasted mine. All of that incessant noise. I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now. It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I couldn't care less about the damn thing now. Maybe I should have a look at the contact pages. Her and her damn spice. Wow, two can play at that game. Serena thought she was so special. Always trying to make our sex life edgy and exciting. Now I can see she was just afraid of admitting how bland and boring she really was. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Okay.
All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. I told her the rug was fine work. Like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay, now what? Oh, the chair. These pictures still don't do anything. They're just creepy pictures.
I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're
What's
all
that?
lies. I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier. Her favorite chair, huh? I should just smash this thing to pieces. It's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
That night?
Why torture myself trying to remember?
What that night?
I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. She actually threw this at me once. She could have killed me. That's how the bedroom window got that crack.